Hello, darling flowers of Lincoln. If you need some help with understanding the Abyssal Chaos, or you're a new player maybe, or you're a veteran player and you just are looking to, get a refresh on how things work, don't worry, I got you. This is going to be a very simple, toned down version, nothing too crazy. The Abyssal Chaos is an anonymous virtual platform hidden in the depths of the cyber world, primarily used for intel trading and for getting commissions. So the Abyssal Chaos primarily actually consists of, well, as of recording this video on 26th of May 2025, there are two modes. One is Fine Tobias, that is one commission, and the other is Final Farewell. And essentially, I believe you get either 2 or 3 different endings for each route that you play. There's like a Devour, a Lost, and a good end. Basically, there's like a good end, a bad end, and like a secret ending, so to speak. So if you always click on the exclamation mark at the top of the screen of Abyssal Chaos, it will help you to understand like what sort of deduction rewards you can obtain, how do the point cycles work, and how do they reset. Important to note that the Abyssal Chaos resets every 2 weeks or 15 days, so you have a chance to be, you have actually, that's a good amount of time to be able to get a feel for the different types of trial companions and weapons. Maybe you're on the fence about pulling a certain limited myth companion. So honestly, the Abyssal Chaos is a great way to test out the companion and see if it works well for you. Quick important note though, when you enter into the Abyssal Chaos battle mode, by default, the game will level up and awaken all your cards to level 80. Okay, so it doesn't matter, like whatever the game deems as your best cards, they will just take all of that. Suppose you have, let's say, for in case of Xavier, maybe you have 8 or 9, let's say 5 stars of Xavier, so it's going to take those 5 stars you have of Xavier, and they're going to by default rank it up all the way to level 80. There will be timestamps in the video in the description box below. So first, let's get a feel for the different types of deduction rewards you can get. You have to complete each deduction to be able to earn rewards. For example, under Find Tobias, the deduction points reward by Abyssal Chaos explorers. These points represent their problem-solving abilities. So essentially, whenever you do a run, like with a companion once or twice, you will get these deduction points. Mine are completely maxed out all the way. I am someone who joined Love and Deepspace last year in the middle of August during Misty Invasion of 2024. So that's why all my rewards are pretty much maxed out. But there are some individual rewards which I have yet to claim. Anyways, moving on to the general factors or the gene activation items. I will be showing you this in just a quick second, but these gene general factor items are what are essentially going to help your enhancement of your companion's power and your own. So you will be able to eventually activate all of them. Like, all of them are important. There is no order in which you need to unlock these. You will unlock them as you go. As you can see, joint linkage, gene insertion, and so on and so forth. So unlocking all of these is going to have honestly a very big difference in how quickly you can complete an Abyssal Chaos run, because there will be these battle modes where you enter when you are doing a run. Don't worry, I will be showing you a quick run of how does it work in Find Tobias and how does it work in Final Farewell. I'll just be showing you that. See, gene activation, you have to spend a certain number of general factors to activate the general genetic nodes, complete deductions to gain general factors. They are earned from a commission and can empower genes in that specific commission. To activate a genetic node, you need to activate all the prerequisite nodes or the nodes that come before. Moving on to companion factors or companion node activation items. These are for all of the different companions, whether they be, the limited or rather special companions or the general ones. For example, all the companions that are in gold at the bottom, currently Raphael's God of Tides is on trial. Each of these nodes, right, where you can see node 1, node 2, node 3, and so on up until node 5, the more nodes you activate, the stronger your companion becomes in battle during Abyssal Chaos. Now, for these special companions, which are the gold ones, you can get 20 diamonds for each node. So 20 into 5 is 100 diamonds. Okay, so don't forget to claim this, because this will really help you with diamonds. Honestly, the Abyssal Chaos has more diamonds than it lets on, to be completely, honest. So as you can see, to activate a companion genetic node, you need to activate the prerequisite node before that, and activating the node will allow you to claim individual rewards. To actually get all 5 nodes, you will have to do like a run for each companion at least twice, in my opinion. I think that's how it is. You will notice that next to each guy's character profile, there is a number, right? Like 350. For Xavier, it means I have yet to unlock node 4 and node 5, so I will be using him in my Abyssal Chaos run this time around when I'm doing the example, because I want to be able to claim my remaining 40 diamonds from here. Like, I am not letting that go. Okay, every diamond is a diamond worth saving, and if you are a low spender or free to play player, you can imagine the importance of that. Even if you are like a mid spender or like a whale or a dolphin player, whatever it is, I don't think anyone should ignore Abyssal Chaos. And it's not just because of diamond rewards. In my humble opinion, the Abyssal Chaos has really great romantic stories with each of the love interests. I mean, it is honestly the cutest thing ever. If you read it for like properly for the first time you do the runs, you will immediately come to know how cute it is. So here you can see there are a lot of companions here at the bottom where it says 0, meaning I have not even used, like for example, Xavier's Evol Police I have yet to use in my battle. So when I do use him, I will get the nodes or the codes to activate them. See, and under records, there's cases, incidents, codes, and items. Okay, so the more incidents you collect for each character, which you will trigger when you are doing the different branches within the Abyssal Chaos routes, the more you will be able to collect and unlock achievements. As you can see, in cases, you reminisce about the stories you experienced together during deductions. And in order to tap the reminiscence tree nodes, you can start reminiscing from any part you have already previously experienced, and there are diamonds to be gained from this as well. So please do not sleep on this. Please make sure that you claim this, because it's just like how when you're a brand new player and you join Love and Deepspace for the first time, it practically throws diamonds on you. When you do Abyssal Chaos for the first time, or in progress of doing it, it throws you diamonds for every little thing you do. If you ever want to reread an incident again, you can always reread them by clicking on the individual incidents for each of the guys here. And when you trigger a certain number of incidents with him, as in your guy, again you can claim diamonds. Here is just showing you what are codes, or how do you obtain different types of code sets. And if you want more information about each of them, you can just click on them. The promise items are a record of items you have obtained during a deduction. And again, this will differ depending on which guy you're choosing to do the Abyssal Chaos run with. See, for example, with Raphael, it says here, after I complete 44 incidents in total, I will get 30 diamonds more. So it is worth triggering and collecting all the different incidents, not only because the stories are lots of fun to read. Okay, honestly, they're so much fun to read, but also because you can claim diamonds while you do it. Okay, so this is kind of like a win-win situation. So at the top, as you can see where it says Zane, I have completed 100% progress with him underneath Find Tobias. These are all the different branches if anybody was curious, if you wanted to look at all the different options. This is basically a game of choices, right? Like if you go down one route or one route, then you go for the next one and the one after that. And within the Abyssal Chaos routes, it does show you a tick mark. Like there will be a check mark for a route that you have already played previously, and you will come to know which ones you are missing, essentially. So it's just a matter of trial and error. And at the bottom, as you can see, progress. When you hit 25%, 50%, 75%, and 100% individually, respectively, you gain diamonds accordingly. So you just have to wait it out. And yes, it does take some time, but it is well worth it. Okay, if you go under codes, and I'm saying that it's well worth it because if you're somebody who wants to maximize your diamond farming, because I have a separate video on how you can save diamonds and never be broke in Love and Deepspace, and especially since this is a game that is not really all that free to play friendly after 2 months of newly joining. So diamond rewards start to become scarce. Of course, it is not just collecting the diamonds that you from the different avenues of the game, but also, you have to keep in mind that you need to skip banners and skip certain. Quite literally, you cannot pull for every single card. Okay, so that does help. So skipping banners, one of my best kept secrets is you have to be prepared to skip lots and lots of banners. Personally, if you are wondering, I have skipped all solo banners and I have skipped all rerun banners since the year has begun. So that is just a little bit of Love and Deepspace food for thought. Can you see over here where it says the general exclusive and code set codes, the colors are gold, purple and blue. Have you seen it with the gold at the top, the purple in the middle and the blue ones at the bottom? The gold are the best ones. Okay, the strongest types of codes you can activate. The purple ones being the middle ones in terms of power level, and the blue ones being the weakest. All of them are equally important because whenever you collect each of them, for each of the trial companions, as you can see, Raphael, God of Tides, Abyss Walker and others, all of these will help you to get diamonds. Okay, so at the top it says for me that I have all codes collected. I think I'm just missing something for Xavier if I'm not mistaken. So this is a great place to go ahead and check if you were curious. Similarly, under code sets, there's HP sets, a dodge set, a summon set, shield set, negative set, and if you are a hardcore combat babe, then you can just like literally individually click on each to see what sort of battle capabilities and buffs you get. As you can see with the little gift box icon, look at how many diamonds are there to be claimed from this. Again, make sure you claim in that, okay? Next up, let's check out the items. Currently, I have collected all 70 out of 70 possible items. I believe you get 10 or 15 diamonds. Somebody correct me. I think it's 10 or 15. But as you can see, not only do they look very aesthetically pleasing, again, they do help you during your Abyssal Chaos run. For example, that black card, I believe that is associated with Silas because of course it is. These noise cassettes, yes, it is 10 diamonds. If you click on them and there's like a gift box showing that you have already claimed it before and it shows 10 diamonds, that was for Find Tobias. If you click on Final Farewell at the top, look at these different like lucky halos and whatnot, and some of the items here are they've added on some extra items over here, such as the microphone and like the promise, like the candy, the glass glossia, glorosia. Oh my goodness, what a tongue twister, glass glorosia. Y'all, I feel dyslexic, I apologize. The Starry Sky Lantern, paper speciality, glassy candy wrapper, that is just screaming Zane. So each of these, as you collect them during, certain branches that you will trigger in the stories when you're doing the Abyssal Chaos run, don't worry, you don't have to stress, you will eventually get it. Now, as gorgeous as Raphael's God of Tides looks, I have already completed all 5 node deductions and getting all his rewards. So I will be going with my darling Xavier's Light Seeker in this round. Clicking on on him, you will come to know the companion skills. What are the weapon skills? I am just going to select confirm. And as you can see, it has selected 6 memories and all the way up ranked it. Not ranked it, I mean leveled it up and awakened it all the way to level 80. I'm going to be showing you what does it look like. I'm not going to be showing you all 21 stages of the Find Tobias section. I'm just going to be showing you a little bit so you can get a feel of what it looks like and you can kind of explore this on your own. At the top right, there is like the little like icon of 2 profile people. So if you click on that, you will get to see your companion's attributes and your skill, and there is a big affinity bonus in case you were curious. So currently, I wish I was a higher level with him. I got to level up more of his cards, but I'm at 88 and this affinity bonus really helps. So the higher level that you are, the greater the affinity bonus. And if you click on that exclamation mark, it shows Wantony, how he can help you. You can always pause to read this, or you can just go in game and you can, spend some time reading about all the individual basic rules, the node types, all the different code types. It really does give you like a one-liner or 2 sentences or 3 sentences, which tells you a bit more on how each of these things function if you were like curious, such as the companion, HP, dodge, summon, shield, all these different types of codes and how do they actually affect your gameplay. Let's go on ahead and click on Find Tobias 1. I'm just going to be skipping these. Can you see that there was a tick mark on both of them, on both those options? Because I have already done it before. Now, there are gene activation codes which I have not activated. The ones on either side, on the left and the right. The one in the middle I have already got before. There is like an icon in red, right? It says new. So if I click on that, it will say that I have not yet obtained that code, that companion code for my Light Seeker in this particular, see? This has not been collected yet. So it doesn't matter which one you click on because in any case, these are new codes. So I'm just going to click on anyone at random and proceed. There are 3 different battle modes, so it doesn't really matter which one you click on. You can choose recommended and whichever one floats your boat. I'm just going to do this on auto battle mode and this shouldn't take long. This will be really quick. Next up, proceeding to the next node where it says hard, the deductions that have like the hard invasions, these will give you greater rewards because the hard modes generally give you better rewards. But as you can see, savage, invasion, hard, and all those things, when you're doing this for the first time, it doesn't really matter because you anyways want to try out all the different sections. So just skipping to the battle really quickly, wherever it says recommended, I'm just going to be clicking on that. I obtained some chaos keys. Now look here, it says that the it must be crowded. I have not selected that option before, so now I'm going to click on that, and I have never clicked on let's take a nap before, so I want to click this. Why? Because I want to trigger a new type of, like trigger a new route or in Xavier's Light Seeker section. So this is going to help me obtain a different type of ending. So let me just skip past and show you that ending really quick. Alrighty, so speeding up that conversation really quickly, I have achieved the ending in spare time because I chose to tell him let's go home. So now if you see, it says that I was unable to answer the correct secret phrase, the identities were exposed and our deduction failed. That's fine, but that has given me some boost to my light seeker. Like I got plus 96 companion gene points there. Can you see that? So I'm going to click on that and redeem it and activate node number 4 and claim those 20 diamonds. So then when I go into cases for Xavier, can you see in the gold section it says missed? I was able to obtain this ending because I chose to go home. So this is how you trigger different types of endings. So make sure you're trying out all the different types of routes and options. Now then, let's move on to Final Farewell. Here it says deduction points level 2, which means that this is just an upgraded reward which is exclusive to the commission Final Farewell. Similarly, the general factor 2 gene activation items, they have just changed the colors and just, called it number or version 2. Okay, essentially they function the exact same way as Find Tobias. The only difference is that the colors are different for these deduction rewards, and they have changed what type of mission and the stories. The stories are brand new, so I always highly recommend to check out the stories. And obviously the rewards that you can claim are different. You get accessories, diamonds, tickets, all that fun stuff. As you can see, if you want to activate the different types of genes for each of the companions underneath the Final Farewell section, you can check that over here. Remember, these are very critical in enhancing your companion and your battle capabilities. If you wanted information, click on that exclamation mark at the top for more information. Now let me go inside the companion gene section, and I want to check out whom do I not have the nodes completed. So let me just go and check that up really quick. Again, my Xavier Light Seeker hasn't been activated, so I want to activate his companion genes for the Final Farewell section as well. So I'm going to be choosing him to battle during this run. As you can see, wherever it says 0, it means I haven't done it. Wherever it says 5, it means I have completed it. Now it will essentially do the exact same thing. You can change your MC's outfit to these special battle outfits that she can engage with in battle. You can check your attributes, your companion's attributes and skills. Now, I personally don't really understand the blocked code slots. Before, I had just selected some at random in the past when I had done them, but truly I don't really know what the purpose of that is. If a smart battle girly can help me understand what that actually is in like Abyssal Chaos, what do the blocked codes actually do, I'd appreciate it, but I don't think it makes that much of a difference in my opinion. I apologize if I'm misunderstanding something and appreciate clarification on the same. Now, as you can see, when I have proceeded, there is a companion gene which I do not have activated, or a code which I have not yet activated. So I'm already going to be selecting that. So let me select that quickly and proceed and speed up a little bit. Now I have selected on incidents, and can you see that there are 3 different options? So make sure to try each and every single one to obtain a different route. Now it says that I have obtained some code points. Now as in when you select certain options as you are playing, you will get these items collected. This is more applicable for the incidents section. If you click on dilemma, it will kind of give you a scenario where you'll again have to make a choice. Either you join a fight where you battle wanders, or you can choose to walk away. In this case, I'm just walking away because I'm just trying to speed things through and just show you important stuff. The incidents that you trigger are always going to be random and different every time. So in this case, look, become a farmer, create a plantation. So triggering this will again give you a different type of response every time. So make sure to test out each and every single one. Look, in that case, I got an NPC wrench. Similarly, now again, I'm going to click on incidents. Again, something new has been triggered. It says mysterious email 2.0. You can either click the email link or ignore it to see what different options you get. Now I'm going to battle really quick and come back in a second. Alrighty, moving on to the next one. I'm gonna choose another option, and look, I got a Promise Starry Sky Lantern item. So certain special types of conversations will trigger getting those promise items. Now, let's say for whatever reason you have to leave right now and you cannot continue your deduction. Don't worry, just select leave now and your progress will be saved. See, it still says my deduction progress at the bottom is 6 out of 16 and I can continue exactly where I left off from the point 6. If you had clicked on end deduction previously, that would have ended the deduction completely, but you would still be able to obtain whatever rewards you got up to that point. When you select on potential challenge, it will trigger, I believe, 1 out of 4 different mini games. In this case, it's a matching mini game, so you have to it's a remember and match memory match game. Wow, okay, a memory matching game. So I'm gonna just speed through this really quickly. Heartbreaker is overseeing this progress, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so with that out of the way, we have successfully completed the cute little pink hearts above both our heads. And now it says that there is victory and I have successfully completed that mini game perfectly. Now I'm just going to click on whatever codes it just tells me to, just recommending me. I'm just looking at the different colors. They're all blue in this case. In this case, if you are playing Abyssal Chaos for the first time, this doesn't matter what you select because you anyways need to select all of them. I clicked on incidents again and now it has triggered something new. Now it says hesitate or firmly decline. I'm going to click firmly decline because I had not clicked on that option previously. And now I'm nearing towards the midway of the middle, or 8 out of 16 in the final farewell. I have clicked on another incident. It says electronic barrier. Look, there are 3 different options. I have not selected the middle option, take the risk. I am going to select that, and it has now asked me to choose one code and to lose an item, and then it's asking me to recommending me something. So just click. It's very easy and pretty straightforward to keep following on as you go, and you will be prompted with either the chaos shop or an incident. At the chaos shop, what I do is I tend to go for the rewards or the redeemable items that are the most expensive and get that out of the way. Like the gold ones would be the most expensive, the purple ones middle tier, and the blue ones the cheapest. That's up to you. What do you want to do? Ultimately, you want to get all of them. So yeah, have fun with that. Now I entered the crisis companion mode, so one more super fast battle later, it's asking me to choose another item. So I just selected one item, then I am just selecting one code to be activated, again activating and upgrading it all the way up to a max level. And now there are 3. There's Incidents, Dilemma, and Key Vault. If you click on Key Vault, this will be an option for you to be able to obtain some chaos keys. So if you do the 3 attempts, you can get anywhere between 50 to 300 chaos keys. So this is quite fun. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't want to try this out. So make sure you try this when it comes to the Key Vault. When I click on dilemma and start the dilemma section, again it will give me 3 different types of options. Speeding up a battle later, it's now telling me that I have reached code point 6 out of 6. So now I'm going to quickly end that and proceed to the next bit, which I'm going to choose another incident because again it's going to trigger a random type of incident. So again I have to make a choice. So it says forget it, lost my eye, lost my appetite. I have not chosen that option, the last one, so that's what I'm going to do. And I have to choose to discard any one item. I mean, I'm just going to choose the halo because the other ones seem a little bit more important to me. But again, it doesn't really matter that much, okay? So moving on again, I'm going to click on incidents one more time. So by now you kind of catch my drift, or catch the drift of the Abyssal Chaos and how it actually, functions. The important point is it is trial and error and it is a game of choice or choices. So make sure to select each choice every time you are doing an Abyssal Chaos run. I have gone into the chaos shop now, or the upgrade shop. I forgot which one did I just click, but you can see it right here. So I'm just upgrading and purchasing whatever points I have, because make sure to redeem the points that you get because they don't repeat. Right, so just finish it off in a singular run. Now I'm going to click on what endures. So to finish this Abyssal Chaos run, you have to enter battle one last time. Now there are 3 options. The option in the middle now is grayed out for me. I can't select it because there was something in one of the options which I did not select previously. So that is why it is grayed out for me, but I have done that before. And I have achieved the ending Devour. So this is how you go about with obtaining different, making different choices and seeing which route leads you to what option. So I'm just gonna do the final, summary, and I'll be with you in a second. So I have achieved the ending devour. I got 1200 points for my Xavier Lightseeker companion gene. So you know I'm about to redeem those nodes for those diamonds. So activating each of those nodes not only makes my Lightseeker Xavier super powerful now, but it also gives me those sweet red diamonds. So just redeeming that, all of that, and yeah. There is a red dot at the top where it says records, and I click on codes and go to the exclusive under Xavier. Look, 15 out of 15, it helped me to get 30 diamonds. And you can click on each of the general codes if you want to read more about that. And now lastly, you also get achievements unlocked for doing things like the no treasure here. Look, I was able to get 20 diamonds. These are all Abyssal Chaos related. These are like hidden Abyssal Chaos achievements. So just showing this for reference. When I had done this before, previously with Caleb's ultimate weapon XO2 companion, I had got the lost ending. So under the final farewell section, so just sharing this for your reference. Sincerely hoping that this video was helpful for you hunters. If you have any other tips which you would like to share in the comments down below, please do that. I highly appreciate it. Everyone in the comments will appreciate it as well. And I hope you have a good one. Bye bye.